Single modern women 30 plus on TikTok are the happiest. But men with options aren't phased. They don't care. Not that they don't care, but obviously men with options, they have options. They can choose from a wider range of women. But it is interesting how this article has come out, and again, women on TikTok are rejoicing. Yay! More good news for us as women. Well, if in your personal life it's not really that great, does it matter about the article? But whatever. So rejoice. Yay, it's good. Single women 30 plus are happier than they've ever been. All of them? I doubt it. Come on, nothing is ever 100. But a point a lot of women don't understand in their rejoicing, because I guess some men aren't saying it, celebrating being a single and free woman without a man or any kids. Even for men that aren't even so-called misogynistic minded, they would think there's still something not right here. And in some way you're telling me as a man you do not want to be bothered by men anyway. So carry on.
Good luck.
So recently there's been a study done saying that women in their 30s, legally single with no kids, are the happiest demographic. But I remember like 15 years ago, there was a study done on the same demographic saying that they were the unhappiest demographic.
There could have been slight differences in the articles to make them, have such a big difference. Because my point is, yes, a lot of women in their 30s are happy being single, but all of them don't want to be single.
Nope.
You can find so many TikToks of women, that are 30 and single, wanting to find a partner, a long-term partner. A lot of women who have had fun in their 20s, a lot of them do reach a point where they do want to settle down. So a lot of women in their 30s, yes, you can say and see clearly that they're happy and content. However, women spend many years having their fun and accomplishing a lot of things and building their careers and their lives and many things. To some degree, you can say they're building character as well, making them more appealing women in their 30s.
It's a chicken salad.
Than they were in their 20s, as a lot of women say. But the simple point to this, a lot of men would hear it and think, well, okay, these women are happy, they don't need men, they don't want a man, these women are so content, they're happy and single. Why as a man would I even attempt to try to date one of these women? It's sort of pointless for me because they have everything. I can't possibly as a man give her anything.
Nothing!
So what's the point?
Nothing!
Or date women who want to be dated.
And the science was saying that women without kids were less fulfilled than women with kids. So I'm just really curious about this drastic change. Is it a change in lifestyle or expectations or propaganda? The conspiracy theorist in me is it's depopulation.
Okay, so that's an outside of the box opinion, because this back and forth relationship man and woman thing, if you want to talk outside the box for a second, you can say, okay, it's depopulation. They're constructing everything so that we do go back and forth on the internet and do this stuff. If we're going to do outside the box talking, no, forget that nonsense. Feminism, women being liberated, having freedom to be glorious, wonderful, free women that some men don't want.
Never
The ick. Not because they're bad, not because they're bruised fruit women. No, they're just probably been through a lot, and by 30, some of them are just got too much baggage.
No one cares. No one cares how hard you work. All women hit the wall.
That as a man, you don't want to deal with. You probably want to ease your time, because some women 30 plus are very, very hard-headed.
You're just jealous.
And it's you're just going to stress me out.
Yeah, comment your thoughts.
I just did.
Craziest part about it is when we discuss women being 30 plus with no children or 30 plus and single, living their life is seen as a red flag.
Okay. It's not a red flag that a woman is 30 plus and single.
No one cares.
No kids, no man, she has her career and everything. That's not a red flag.
No one cares.
However,
to
possible men that she may be interested in, to those men,
instead of just accepting it, it's yeah, but I'm special.
It may be a red flag, and it is a possible and potential red flag.
That is bullshit.
Yes, it is. In general, no, it's not a red flag. To the men certain women want, yes, it is. Come on.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Are you effing kidding me?
No.
I'm living my best life.
Exactly, live your best life, as you should. But if the men you want at 30 are living their best life, you can't blame them if you're not their best option.
Damn.
Live in a beautiful place. I'm in a beautiful space. I work a job that I'm happy.
Lovely.
Beautiful. My cat is not meowing. Babe.
Which cat you talking about? Because for some men, that's oh
God.
Nah, be put off. But seriously.
My cat purrs.
Okay.
Diamonds drip from this cooch.
Oh, okay. I didn't watch the end of the video, so I really didn't know what cat she was talking about. So I really thought she was talking about a pet. But no, she's talking about her other pet.
A lot of men don't want to talk about this, but the older they get,
You know, they get sick of having sex with all these women, but they can't help it because they so broken.
Interesting. No, I'll talk about it.
Broken.
A man with a high body count is a broken man. Very, very interesting. I like this actual video. She's throwing a point out there that a lot of men would want to dodge. But let me address it from one perspective. Yeah, there are some men out there that run through so many women that you lose sensation. You lose. Everything becomes boring, to be honest. That's not me, please. But I'm just saying, like, you lose sensation. Every box feels the same, or just like, whatever. Doesn't matter how skilled her head game is, it's just never enough.
Disgusting.
So admittedly, some men, now obviously it wouldn't be a lot of men, but some men can possibly stack up so many bodies that, yeah, sex is probably just nothing to them. However, if we turn the mirror around back at women now, as you do, I mean, wouldn't you say the same thing about a lot of women? If a lot of women in their 20s are having a lot of fun, a lot of promiscuous, debauched, unhinged, bust it open type fun.
Yes!
Yeah, very indulging. Then can't you say the same thing about women? And let's add to that as well. Let's add to some women's body counts the fact of a lot of women have toys. You know, they're cyborg penises that a lot of them are railing constantly. So, or getting railed by. So my point is, yes, it happens to men. Men can lose sensation and even desire for sex simply because they've just had it so much with so many random people that they can't connect as men. But that happens less in men than it does for women. The men that usually talk like that are going to be celebrities or probably male strippers, men that have access to loads of women. Loads of women. It's mostly those dudes that talk about getting so bored of it because they've had so much of it. But that's not common.
They're not even connected with themselves. They're not connected with any of these women. There's no connection. There's no chemistry. There's nothing.
It's like dead banging, like some zombie f***ing. Yeah, interesting. Some walking dead zombie f***ing. In 2023, regardless of body count, it seems like a lot of people are just dead fucking anyway, like just some zombie f***ing, some heartless, emotionless, dead. I used Android Light the other day, but nah, this is zombie-like because of how morbid and decayed it is in 2023. Oh, that was nice. Sort of maggoty. Yeah. All right, let's carry on. Nothing.
Having sex to men anyway is like taking a piss.
To some men, yeah, if it gets very casual, yeah, it's just like an action. Yeah, I'll just carry on. POV, single 30-year-old woman living my best life. As a lot of them are. Again, as a man, it's not for me to piss on women's parade. Let them have their lovely parade and not me just there waving my knob about, making sure I get all of them. No, come on. It's more about me making a point that a lot of these women are very happy. However, some men can see the desperation on some women in their 30s. Without being rude, you can almost see it in some women's eyes, like how lost, broken, and desperate some women are. How they're hoping that you're probably going to be her last chance at possible love. What? Or at least, for now, love. Like sometimes, honestly, you can see in some women's eyes, like her longing to be wanted and actually cared for real. You can see that in some women's eyes. And as a man, yeah, you can be nonchalant to it, but sometimes it's just so strong, it's glaring, like, love me. She doesn't say it. No, they don't say it, but you can see and feel it. Love me. She's like, love me.
So if you want it, you can walk all over me. Somebody's done it, but she gon' go and make a out of me.
Take my food and wine to the bath. Interesting. Sort of dangerous as well. You know, you don't want to, in the future, a lot of women, you know, you're hearing reports of a lot of women just ending up, you know, just in the bathroom and a bottle of alcohol. It's like, okay, this didn't end well, did it?
So it's Saturday night. I'm in on my own and I am watching How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. And I just want to talk about being single and being over 30 and why I just feel so happy and content. But it hasn't always been this way, and it definitely took work to get here. But one thing I will say is that heartbreak taught me so much, and being single and choosing to actively not date and spend time alone changed my life. And one thing I realized that was so amazing is that I had all this energy that I used to be using on giving and giving and giving and giving and giving to a partner to be loved. And now I could give it to myself because there was no one else to do it for. And it was like, okay, this is my time. I'm not going to abandon myself anymore to please someone else.
Now, everything she's just said it's nice. It's growth. It's a woman who in her 30s has found herself, like many women in their 30s do. It's quite common to hear women who have hit 30 plus say, I feel like I'm me for the first time ever. That's nice. As a man, however, not to continually pee on women's parade, The sad aspect about when women find themselves fully is that for some men, a lot of men can see the battle scars on her. Yeah, she's found herself. Yeah, she's a better woman now in terms of character and personality and the way she carries herself, possibly far better than in her 20s. However, you can blame men for being shallow and say, oh, it's just shallow men. But for some men, they'd rather choose a woman who's in her 20s, less visibly battle scarred. Yes, you can say more naive, but let's be honest here. For some men, men that have options, for some men, that's possibly a better option if he has options because there's growth there, possible more growth. Not that there's not that with women 30 plus, of course there is. That's not my point at all. But the thing is, some men want to be the guy that raises a woman up to another level than to try to be the guy that comes behind that guy to try to, fix what's happened in the past, in her past. It's not good, not saying it's good, but I'm just saying you can't blame men for thinking this way.
I'm going to give myself all my love, that big heart, all mine. And one thing I will say that has been so important to realize for me is that all of that energy, you can then distract yourself with it by swiping through dating apps and like obsessively trying to find a date or entertain connections.
It kind of sounds like you're distracting yourself from reality, but okay, I'm saying.
You don't feel like they're a full body fuck yes, So actually that same energy when you are single can be wasted and like given to things that don't light you up as a distraction and also for validation.
A bittersweet thing is, a man may want to love a woman 30 plus, but the truth is, he would have to love her and her past as well. And that's what a lot of women miss. Have a nice day.